Solomon was definitely afraid to work on music again. He stayed away from it for a long time.
I think I was just tired of those ups and downs of emotions and obstacles dealing with pursuing a music career.
It was sad for me personally to see him not work on music for a long time, because I know it's something that means a lot to him and is a big part of him. But sometimes when your heart has been broken so much because of something, you avoid it.
I'm afraid of just setting myself up for another disappointment. And I don't want to go through that anymore.
I mean, who wants to get hurt again?
It's just time for me to hang this up, because each time I come back to any of this that has music involved in it, I'm feeling like this.
It's in May, I believe, and I am I'm starring in a short film that a friend of mine, a director, Jasmine McLaurin, was shooting for her school project. She was the first person that cast me in her sketch comedy show 2 years prior to that. And so we're working on this film, which was really cool. There is one scene where she ended up using some music and I didn't know where it came from. She sent the rough draft cut. So there was some music that sounded kind of really eerie and, like scary and epic or whatever. I didn't know what it was. She calls me one morning and asks if I could reproduce a track for that scene, because that track is from the movie Us, which I didn't know, I didn't see it. And so she was like, yeah, check out, it's the I Got Five on It the rendition of what they did in that movie. And I was like, oh, okay. So she sent me the link, I listened to it, and see where it gets that in it. I'm like, yo, this is dope. I told her I don't know if I can recreate it unless I can find a sound similar to that. Thankfully I did. I found something that had a very similar feel. Did the little pizzicato strings in there and just made a different melody but in that same style and feel for her. And put that in the film and it worked. It worked out just fine. But then once I was done with that, I'm sitting there messing with that sound again, and then all of a sudden I just got the idea to grab the same drum loop that I loved, that I used in Bootsy Collins as well, and then just put that drum loop in and started playing that sound on it, and did another kind of melody and played some piano chords on top of it, and it was just like, wait a minute, I felt like I had something there. Everything just started falling into place. I felt like what I could write to it about my struggle with self-doubt, my struggle with, everything I had gone through in my career in pursuit of my dreams, and the depression and the dark times that I had, and could just see like this the doubt monster, which I had heard that term said before.
It was really cool. I love how cinematic and theatrical the music is.
Once he called me over and he played the song for me, I was like, man, this is, I think the words I told him was, this is bigger than music, it's a big song, really for a movie. You can see it, or you can hear it and tell that it's bigger than, the music itself.
It's something that was really personal to him, because there really is the doubt monster that comes and creeps up on you whenever it wants, really.
Waking up one day and just being in that gloomy place of like, what am I doing? Is anything that I'm striving for ever gonna amount to anything? And then
this doubt monster creeps up and says, well, you suck, or what if they don't like you, or, you know, what if you fail? Again, you're not good enough. And
when you've gone through so many setbacks and so many obstacles and so many disappointments, you just become so discouraged and afraid to even try anymore, because you just feel like you're just gonna get heartbroken again trying.
It was cool of Solomon to finally put that into a song and give it a name and confront it, and also giving that song to us so we could also relate to it and confront it ourselves.
The next day or so, or 2 days from there, like after I heard the song, I had to write a post about it because I was just blown away about how great of a song it was.
Wherever I go, 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 stop following me, stop following me, stop following me. Wherever I go, keep following me, keep following me, keep following me. Wherever I go, keep following me, keep following me, keep following me. Wherever I go, keep following me, keep following me, keep following me. Stop following me, stop following me, stop following me.
I think the doubt monster is very truthful to Solomon's life and career. I think it's truthful to a lot of people pursuing their dreams, or just everyone in general who has a doubt monster within them, or even social media. You know, it's like people are terrible on social media, and sometimes the most negative people are the loudest people. And if you're not out in the world meeting your fans face to face, then all you have is the internet. And there's some nasty ass people online that have nothing better to do than to put people down. And Solomon's not the only person who suffers from this. And a lot of us do, but it's when an artist puts themselves out there. It's a scary thing because you don't know how people are gonna react, and people don't realize how much words can really affect somebody and stay with somebody. You might think, I just said this really quickly, but in those 3 seconds, that could be something that somebody remembers for the rest of their lives. It might make them not try something new. It might make them just stay in a safe place. But the beautiful thing about Solomon is that even though he has people putting him down and commenting and saying things about what he should and shouldn't do, he just does what he wants to do. And I love that.
It was just one late night. I was sitting and watching TV, and I just started hearing basically the chord progression of what would become Dream a Mile High. I was just hearing it in my head, and I was just like, ooh. And so I just got right up and then sat at the Wurlitzer. I decided to like open photo booth and just start playing, and already kind of knew like this is gonna go to that drum loop. A lot of times when I'm writing songs, I can hear the melody first, and a lot of times I can hear the vowels that I want to say. I didn't have Dream a Mile High yet. It was gibberish. I was just like, get you something, don't you know you want it?
When I first heard Dream a Mile High, I felt like it went really well with the Doubt Monster. I feel like it was kind of Solomon's like war cry or something, or like his way of being like, this is to you, Doubt Monster, and this is for me, or something like that.
Don't let darkness steal your light. When you go to sleep, you can put the past behind you. When you go to sleep,
I felt like Dream a Mile High was his way of saying to himself and also encouraging others, keep going and don't let anything stop you. You can dream as far as you want to dream.
And trust God to guide you along in the journey.
You know, you hear the Doubt Monster, and this is what one goes through, you know, hearing those doubts circling through their head. But then you realize, okay, that now Solomon's coming to a point where, you know, he put the doubt to the side and now own what he's supposed to do in life. And so it was good to hear those two songs for sure.
itching, itching, only dream about dream about dream about
I know he's definitely saying it to himself because it's something that he struggles with often. That's something all of us artists struggle with often.
It's self-affirmation to everybody. This is something you can sing to yourself, say to yourself, and remind yourself when you are in those moments of self-doubt and discouragement.
dream about
You can dream a mile high or higher.
That song is very, very important to me. In fact, it's definitely one of my favorites that I've ever done.